BGIA is Black Girls Ignite Africa. We're a nonprofit organization, an international nonprofit organization dedicated to the healthy development of African women and girls. So going back to what we stand for, what our organization prides in, today we're talking about one of the biggest issues that faces our society. But at the same time, this is an issue that people don't like to talk about.
I'm extremely excited to be in a company of great women. One thing that I believe and why I really think that what we're doing is so important is I believe in bringing younger generation and helping them to not go through what we've gone through or what we're currently going through.
I'm a mother to a teenage daughter, so this is very close to my heart. Then again, just being a single mother, and I got my daughter when I was a teenager, I able to identify with a lot of issues that we face, especially in our continent.
So I'm also a mother, and having a 7-year-old girl, and I can't even imagine someone coming in and taking my baby. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't do anything. So just imagine what these women are feeling. And not just even just this, on a larger scale, like a lot of things going on in that country, like again, child trafficking, raping, all kinds of things that they just don't have a voice.
My name is Agony. I'm Oshoba. I'm just a passionate woman. I'm somebody who is really passionate about doing extraordinary things. I have the privilege of speaking with a survivor of child labor, trafficking, and what she told me is, well, to be honest, I didn't believe her, but now I do. I didn't tell her I didn't believe her. What she has told me is that there is no gathering or forum or any event at all that's been put together by any Black group for human sex trafficking.
As human beings, first and foremost. Yes. Nobody, whether you're a child, whether you're an adult, wants to be forced into anything. Nobody wants to be a slave. So just on a humanitarian level, we need to address that. Again, that's a reflection of our society. Where are we going? Why do people feel that it's okay to take other human beings and force them into negative things like this, especially children? And I feel like children are more so targeted because children are vulnerable, they're innocent, they haven't yet found their voice.
Is someone taking away my choice. It could be something as small as you took my little brother to the park and didn't ask me. You're taking away that freedom of choice from me. And I never understand at what point did we get to a level where people became objects. Where it's okay now to force, as she said, to force them into something that they don't want to do. And that's why I wanted to lend my voice. It is not okay to have someone to be an object and to shamelessly exploit them. It is not. And that is why we consistently need to speak out on this.
But there are like 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds, it's almost unbelievable to even say it because it makes me sick, that are being sold as brides. Like I cannot believe it, but it happens.
So in my particular case, I chose my partner. And the same thing in Ghana. It's a part of the world where women have always, women's rights are not the same as it is in the Western world, right? And that's why we don't talk about it. So the one thing that bothers me and burns me the most is the fact that women do not have a voice.
Growing up, I never had a voice. You don't grow up in a family where it's okay to say no. It's always, if it's said, you have to do it, and that's how it is. And it wasn't until I reached a point in my life, about 1.5 years ago, where I had no choice but to speak up for myself, because I kept reading all these books about these powerful women, Zanab Salvi from Women to Women International, all these women that were doing things in other countries, and I was like, why is it that I'm not allowed to say no to my family? Why is it I'm not allowed to say, like, it always has to be yes? Like, this isn't right. And that being said, I found myself in a situation where I was vulnerable. I didn't have a job. I needed money to, to do things. So I had to rely on my family for these things, but then you end up becoming a domestic servant to them. You know, I was living with my family where I had to wake up early, I had to cook dinner, I had to clean the whole house, I had to run all these errands. I never had a time to think for myself.
If you look at all creatures, animals and everything out there, you see even animals protect their young. You know, you go to you've seen chickens in Africa. You go near their little chicks, they'll attack you. Yeah, we're like the only species on this planet that does not care for our young, and that is something that is very troubling. I remember growing up in Tanzania and Kenya, and some of my dad's friends, older men, would come and try to entice me, and they would offer money.
Exactly.
You know, if my father didn't raise me well, and if I had money, I would be, you know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this thing about women, little young girls in high school and colleges, and the issue of economics, because it's really so much about economics. We cannot go away from that. Let this not be an emotional thing. When you talk to men, they will tell you it's about economics. Cheap sex, easy sex. As long as there is a demand for that, there's always going to be this issue. So we need to engage men. We need to engage them. Let's find out the men who have empathy about this issue.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Moore, and I'm the Global Ambassador for Black Girls Ignite Africa, BGIA. And once again, I want to thank everybody who came to this forum. Human sex trafficking is not only an international issue, it's a domestic issue, and it's happening right here in the United States. Everybody who attended, they lended their voice, they were able to express their opinions, but not only their opinions and their concerns, but also a plan to action. Once again, I thank you, and we will continue to empower the entire diaspora.
Hello, hi, my name is Sky Charlie. I am a proud refugee from the Democratic Republic of Congo and a member of the Afropolitan Youth Association. I just want to thank everybody here for inviting me out to speak on this very important issue.
Hi, my name is Stacey Green. I am Miss St. Kitts and Nevis International, vying for the title of Miss International. I am here to ensure that I no longer am immune to the issue of human trafficking. I have a voice, and I want to be able to empower others to also believe in themselves so that they too can speak out about this. And I want you, everyone else, to help us bring back our girls.
Hello, my name is Miriam Chumas, and I am a performing artist, writer, speaker from Kenya and Tanzania. I'm really, really happy to be here, to be a part of this big movement, to be a part of BGIA in supporting this big movement to let people be aware of what's going on in the world, global human sex trafficking. What's happening in Nigeria with the girls in northern Nigeria is unacceptable, and I will not be quiet about it, and we're going to help everything we can to create awareness and generate empathy from everybody else in the world, in Africa especially, so that these kind of issues do not continue. Our children need our protection.
I am in this generation, and I don't feel like we're doing enough from our generation. If I can feel it, you can feel it. You don't have to have a child. You don't have to have or know anyone that this has ever gone on with. Our generation should be speaking out.
My name is Fayemi Kukoyi, and I'm here standing in solidarity with the panelists, saying no to injustice, saying no to human sex trafficking, no to child brides, no to any form of slavery for women. I'm here to empower women, and I say, bring back our girls.
Hey, this is Sajwa Jones, founder and CEO of Crystal Clear Interviews. We have just finished a fantastic event where a group of very intelligent, educated women came together to speak out about human sex trafficking, to raise awareness about child brides, domestic brides. I mean, it's an issue that has been prevalent for so long, and it's so fantastic that so many people are now speaking out about it. Thank you so much for watching our videos and listening to everything that BGIA is trying to do. Cheers.